Hello and welcome back to SimCity, ladies and gentlemen. Today is part 8 of our SimCity Revisit series. We are once again in Mackenzie Point. Today is most likely going to be the final time we're in Mackenzie Point for, well, at least some time. I did decide to spend at least one more episode, though, with this city, because last episode we did build the second Mega Tower and the first Elite Mega Tower of the entire region, so I'd like to build that up a little bit. I'd like to get another sky bridge station into that so we can connect the two towers together. And then we are pretty much set to move on from Mackenzie Point. I do want to take a moment to stress that although we're losing a lot of money, we do make a lot of money every day on things like events and also on exports. If we go to our city specialization and go to trading, as you can see, processors are getting over 200,000 simoleons per day. Metal gets a lot, plastic gets a lot, coal doesn't cost that much, so we are doing okay. We do have this guy here wanting to talk to me. And it is just the Dr. Vu thing again. I really don't care. What would the school like, though? That's a good question. Want to expand the community college? Take a look at what we've got. Okay. Would I like an extension wing? I mean, on one hand, yes. On another, not really. I'd say we're probably okay on expanding that. I don't think that's something we necessarily need to do at the moment. I would like to have a little look at Omega Co and make sure you guys are functioning, which you are. In terms of this factory, you have enough material, you have enough processors, and the trade depots are working exactly as planned, so that is pretty good news. Now, I've seen a couple of complaints in the comments on these videos, which is, I say a couple, most people are saying that I zone way too much commercial in this city, and I don't necessarily think you're wrong in that. This sounds like I'm getting really I don't think you're wrong. I think you're just this guy. No, I don't think you're wrong in that. I think, the issue is that that's just kind of my way of playing these games. I throw everything at the wall, see what sticks, and when the, ficus, shall we call it, hits the fan, I generally deal with it. And in this case, my dumb mistakes have led to us getting to a point where, although we're 7,500 simoleons in debt every hour, we are making enough from other things that doesn't matter. So having an abundant amount of commercial zoning isn't the worst thing in the world because we're just making it work. At the moment, I have gone through and tweaked some areas. This area was all commercial. This area was all commercial. It's now residential. So there's nowhere near as much commercial zoning as there once was. You also have to remember that a lot of the commercial zoning we have is taken up by parks or taken up by schools or ploppables or whatever. Like this area here is completely taken up by a ploppable. So also ploppable is absolutely the word of the day. I want the comments to be filled with nothing but people trying to get ploppable into everyday sentences. There's a challenge for you. But yeah, that's, I totally get where you're coming from with the way too much commercial. It's my way of playing and it's a bit of fun. Also, I like to pre-record a lot of this and, when is this video going out? This video is going out like a week before I'm traveling for a long weekend, so I'm getting way ahead with content. So I do read some of the comments. I just don't always apply them immediately because I'm usually a couple of episodes ahead. And because I'm having so much fun with this game, it also really helps because I can just sit and play it for hours on end and be like, yeah, I'm not bored of this. So the too long don't care of that entire rant was that I do understand your concerns. I'm just having fun and I make it work my way anyway. And I think having a problem and solving it with an interesting method is more fun than just doing everything perfectly from the get-go. So there's my counter to all of those complaints, apparently. It's fine though. We can live and we can learn and there isn't really much more I can really do with Mackenzie Point anyway. I just wanted to generate some money so we could expand this thing. So let's go ahead and do just that then. So, I reckon an education level wouldn't be a terrible thing. I think a park level is something I'm gonna go for A safety level could be fun as well. We'll go with the park level because it's cheap, though. So we'll start construction on... I kind of want that up high, though. Maybe we do just do sort of a medium wealth apartment level. That could be a good idea, or a sort of medium wealth mall level. I'll go with the apartments, and we're going to hope for the best. We'll see what happens. Bit pricey, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. How goes the event? It should be, yeah, it's churning out a little bit of money. We should have a lot of people showing up to this very soon. We're going to see the city get super, super busy. I also wonder, can I place, like, a second expo center? I'm curious about that. Now, there's a water shortage. That's interesting. Yeah, we do have a deficit. We should get a water pumping station. We really should. It would make so much sense. And I could throw it in there-ish. So... I mean, it really would make sense to get a water pumping station, because it is just a bit more efficient than a bunch of towers. I just don't really know where I'd put it. I could put it in there, but I wouldn't really have much space for it to function. I don't know. Do I want to put a water pumping station in there? I guess it's sort of my only choice. Sure. Water pumping station right there. Bit expensive, but I think we'll manage. Probably means I can get rid of these guys. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Just like that. I've got a couple. I've got 4 more of them over there. They can stay, because those ones are... Actually, you know what? I kind of want all this space back, to be honest. So I'm going to just upgrade the water pumping station, rather than having all these towers around here. I just destroyed someone's building by accident. Whoops. Don't you just hate it when the mayor accidentally bulldozes your building? Yeah, I know I do. Alright, so let's do that. That area's fine. Water pumping station. Are you enough? No. Fortunately, we can upgrade it. A filtration pump will stop polluted ground from being a problem. I don't think polluted ground is a problem anyway. So there we go. Water pumping station is up and running. The new level on the Mega Tower isn't yet. The event is kicking off and is going to give me at least 150,000 simoleons, which is beautiful news. Traffic is a teeny bit busy, but I think we're all right in that front. And that's done. The question then becomes, is it populated? It is, and they are okay, apparently, which kind of makes me want to add something like a... education level to this thing, but I'm not going to bother. Where is the sky bridge in this one? The sky bridge for you is level 5. Alright, so the mall is closed and needs water. This apartment level is... Let's have a look at the apartment level. So you are fine. That's the mall level, which will be alright eventually. The sky bridge station. The education level needs water. These guys are threatening to move out if they don't get water. And are now furious that they didn't have water. These guys are fine. And those guys are fine. Okay. Was this not the... This was the level that was complaining about the school, wasn't it? The one that never fills up. That's fine. That is completely fine. Can we get this event through it? Oh, hold on a minute. We just got a bunch of money from exports. We're also not doing as badly as I thought we would from this whole situation. I mean, we have got a bunch of money, and it's pretty good. As for this, you want to do a fireworks show. I mean, go for it. If we have more than 5 fires, then whatever. Hopefully we don't. The problem is, they want to do this fireworks show at a time when we have a lot of traffic, so... As fires break out, we do have problems. I also think I want to get this out of the way. I want to get a House of Worship in here. So, House of Worship is in tourism, worship. Yeah, this is also free to plop. So, I think maybe plopping it in there. No, not in there. I could plop it in that space, get rid of a massive tower. Sure. I think a church would be really interesting next to the Mega Tower anyway. So, we'll hopefully see people attend the House of Worship. As for the Mega Tower, it is a little bit profitable. This one is not profitable. That's annoying, but we'll deal with it. We do need 2 more levels, and then we can put the sky bridge on this one. So, what's up with the city? The city is burning. Yeah, we do appear to have quite a... We apparently had less than 5 1, 2, 3, 4... We have 5. I guess that's less than... Hold on, have we failed that? I think we might have. Okay, well that's fine. Let's go ahead and schedule another rock concert for the good old Expo Center. And this is profitable currently, so I'm thinking it might be worth adding an education level. We could add some offices. That's... like, high-tech offices might be good. I think I'll do medium tech. The high-tech ones are pretty cool. Oh, let's take a chance. We haven't got offices anywhere else. We'll do an office level there. It's fine. What do you want? Let's have a look. That little old police station just isn't cutting it, Mayor. We're a big city now. It's time we expanded. You have access to the police precinct. That'll give us access to all the latest gadgets. Okay. I'll do it. Place a police precinct. Let's have a little look then. We are almost out of debt here. That's amazing. It's a shame I'm about to break that with a police precinct, but okay. Let's see. So where can I put this? Because I really don't have space for it. I do. I have it over there, but... I guess there? I guess that spot works. Can sort of expand. Sure. There you go. Police precinct is in place. What is this piece of information that you want to tell me? This massive monument of law enforcement is your new police precinct. In addition to more jail cells, the police precinct also has a larger patrol car lot to provide more patrol cars. You can also enhance police coverage by investing in a crime prevention center or detective wing. Well, that's all well and good. Oh, I can place buildings and I can put stuff on top. Okay. I can put that on top too. We do, of course, need a sign, which can go there. The Crime Prevention Center can go out back, which is pretty cool. And that is the detective wing, and that is the police helipad. I'm not interested in the helipad, to be honest, so that's fine. Law drone hangar. Now that seems interesting. I want some law drones, and I'm going to put them in there because that's a pretty cool spot for them. Although it's overlapping in a weird way, it's still kind of cool. I also want the Crime Prevention Center, so it's going to go there. And we could do the dispatch tower. Sure, we'll do that. There we go. So that is the police precinct. We have currently got 5 drones. We are currently a little bit in debt. But I'd say we're okay. If needs be, we can take a bond. That is definitely a thing. We can totally take the 50,000 Somalian bond to stay out of debt. But if we can maybe just get some exports going, then I'd say we'll be alright. Although it really looks like we're getting a bit close on this one. It looks like we're cutting it fine. We are really cutting it fine. Let's take a bond. There we go. Alright, how many processors do we currently have stocked up here? 650 is not enough, but that's alright. We will totally manage. As for the fire coverage, yeah, this is where things are gonna get a bit tricky, and this is something that people had mentioned. Basically, we have a lot of high-tech industry in Mackenzie Point, yet we don't have any way of fighting hazmat fires. Now, these buildings were all destroyed by, oh dear. They may have been destroyed by that old fireworks display. That probably explains a lot. But yes, hazmat fires are basically going to cause issues. We have no real way of fighting them because we don't have, well, the means to fight them. We would need to get ourselves, for one, a large fire station, which I don't believe we have, and then we would need to look into researching the means to fight that kind of fire, so that's not really a thing that we can do at the moment. We will need another city. We will need to research that stuff. It's a bit tricky, but we'll make it work. Now, in terms of money here, we are... No, that's... Yep. That exploded. Good. Are you ready to export yet? No. No, you're not. And one more payment, and we are broke. So let me just pause the game real quick. And I need to turn some things off. So we have an event coming up, but I'm going to have to turn off this. And, do we not have 2 of those? I could swear we had 2 of those. Or am I thinking of something else? I could swear we had 2 of the double-decker bus terminals. Apparently not. Did I never place a second one? I could swear I remember me saying, ah ha ha. Yeah, that one's not as pricey though. We could just turn off a mega tower. They are a bit expensive. This one's actually not even making me that much money, so that's not the worst thing we could do. Why are we not insured? That's interesting. That's really interesting that we aren't even insured. Okay. Let's see. What else could I turn off? Now, this is still closed. That is 1,000 per hour. I'm going to turn that back on so the shuttle buses can still run, even though I'm turning off the double-decker buses themselves. Although turning both of them off does seem kind of silly. The hospital, I would love to... I think the police precinct might be a good one to turn off. So that's going to save me a bit of money. If I could just get some processors what do you want? We had something get me some money there. We're building up some extra alloy and plastic. Let's expand our operations. Ask me later. I get that you're building up those things, but at the minute, I would actually much prefer you get more processors to the people. Although, I guess the argument could be made that if we had another assembly line, you know, a couple of them back there, for example, we could absolutely get more processors, so we might have to do that. We might just have to do that. We do have 1,000 processors sitting in there, and do we have 1,000 in there? No, they were delivered. Okay. Well, once those processors go out, we could, there we go, they've gone out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get another production line, even though it is, well, it's not that expensive. We'll do one. Can I do another? I could, but it's a bit expensive, so I'm not going to. But I assume that will double the production of processors, so I also realize my pronunciation, processor and processor, keeps going back and forth. This thing's gonna pay out about 189,000 simoleons at midnight, which is good. We just have to make it to midnight. So, oh, that is actually building up 1,000 processors pretty quickly. That's good. We are definitely going to want another one of those. Let's turn off some of the parks we have as well. Because if we turn those off, and interestingly, they do completely stop functioning. If we turn those off, we actually don't really seem to be benefiting from that at all. So I'll turn those back on, because having them turned off is a little bit dull looking. What else can I turn off then? I really don't want to turn this off. Is that Mega Tower making money yet? Yes? No, I don't think it is. That is, and that is. And it seems that this is also making money. This one, not so much. But that's interesting. Let's have a little look. How many processors? 950. You might end up doing well for me. I am going to need to turn something else off, though. Hospital is such a temptation there. I think I need to just turn a bunch of stuff off until I actually can afford to run it. That's not that expensive. You're not as expensive as I thought you'd be. I really don't know. Looking about, you're 1,000, so you need to go off again. These are expensive, but they generate a lot of money in the end. The recycling center is quite expensive to run, but it makes a lot of stuff that we get money off of. This trade hub isn't really making, isn't really costing that much. It is difficult, let's see. So this apartment level is a complete waste. So we're gonna just turn it off completely. The city hall, I mean, what happens if I turn it off? I don't know what that, I assume that might hurt taxes? It's difficult to know what happens when City Hall is turned off. I don't actually know what that... Oh, Jesus. I think that might actually disable the tax thing. So if I turn City Hall back on... What did that just do? I guess City Hall's hiring, so then the tax thing will go back to normal. Oh, please hire. Please hire. Please hire before... We are now broke. Okay. Good. Maybe turning off City Hall was a particularly bad idea. Unfortunately, I can't even get the game to run. Let's turn off some buildings. Let's see. Let's just turn off... I mean, that has an income. This doesn't, so turn it off. That was useless. Never mind. Turn that back on. Parks aren't all that useful to turn off. You can be switched off. Oh, wow. That money, though. Minus 12,000, minus 10,000. Okay. You cost a bit. You cost... Okay, hospital, where are you? It's kind of difficult to see, to be honest. Where everything is. Oh, the city's functioning. Why is this... The city is actually moving? Interesting that it keeps doing that. Alright, I really can't see the hospital in this view. They don't make it easy for you, do they? Turn off the hospital. Minus 6,500. Expo Center doesn't cost that much. You are... No, that's dumb to turn that off. I guess just turning off some parks is going to be the way to do things. So it turns out turning off City Hall was really dumb. Like, really dumb. Possibly the stupidest thing I've ever done in a video, and I'm gonna be honest, if I could reload the save and redo this episode, I would. And I wouldn't close City Hall. Because we're now in a situation where almost every park is switched off. The community college is switched off. The, one of these mega tower levels is switched off. All public transport is switched off. I think every form of education is switched off. The academy is, switched off. Yeah. I made a dum-dum. Is all I'm gonna say about that. We do have another 1,000 processors available for transfer there, so hopefully we'll see those get exported soon. I'm gonna make another assembly line. So that hopefully we can, I could actually get another one. Which, you know what, I am gonna do, because those processors are super good. A couple of delivery trucks would be a nice addition too. I know that one's a bit further apart, that wasn't intentional, but there you go. So hopefully we'll see just a consistent churning out of processors there, so that we never really need to worry about that being a thing. Now, police coverage is not so great because this is switched off. I'm gonna turn the precinct back on, which knocks us back into the red. Currently, we have some backed up pipes here. So this probably needs expanded. So let's do that. Which will hopefully solve those problems. This park here, I would like to turn back on. Just to brighten that area up a little bit. And that is a beautiful building just there. That is a properly beautiful building. So, I think... At this point, we are kind of okay. I mean, we are making money again, which is interesting. I don't know where that's come from. But, we are definitely making money. What I am going to do is I'm going to edit the Mega Tower here. And I'm going to build a high wealth apartment level. And I'm going to hope for the best. The good news is that on top of that, I can actually place the... I want to open you as well, so we can continue with this upgrade research. The good news is that on top of the new apartment level, I can finally get on with building the what is it, the Skybridge station. So that'll be good. I also turned off Max's Manor. I'm going to keep that closed. I would like to slowly start turning some parks back on here and there. The school can stay closed. We are still making money. I think we may have exported some processors recently. This thing has another 1,000 of them sitting in there, so we're looking pretty good in that front. We are going to want to schedule an event just here. So we'll schedule a rock concert that is at 8 p.m., so in about 12 hours. And this is built. Now, is it going to fill up quickly, is my question. I am really hoping so. Oh, I really hope it fills up quickly. Because if that could fill up quickly, we wouldn't be minus 3,220 per hour on this thing. They are okay. It has filled up. So what is the income? That's my question. 3,600. So that does make a profit. Shopping here is really good. I'm glad. Because I would like to go to services and build a Skybridge station. Because Skybridges are cool. So a Skybridge station is going to cost me 20,100 per hour. That's fine. Let's start construction on that and build ourselves a Skybridge. Because we're futuristic, yo. That's what we are. Let's have a little chat with you and see what's up. So how's it going? Before we can upgrade our HQ, we need some funds. Sell $1,000 worth of processors. What? That's easy. Plop an electronics HQ. I mean, I could. Not enough control net. We'll work that out. It'll be fine. Not enough control net. Again, it'll be fine. So I can place the electronics HQ. Don't really think I'm interested in placing the electronics HQ at the moment, but, I mean, we can, which is the cool part. There isn't really anywhere interesting I can place it anyway. I guess there's a kind of cool spot for it. But no, I'm gonna say we're fine. Yeah, not enough control net because not everyone is working in the, what do you call it, the academy anymore. Now this is built. And this is cool. But how do I build Skybridges is my question. I have got no idea. Streetcars Maglev? No. Do I go to Mega Towers and go to Skybridges? Oh. Oh my. So I can do that? Oh, they have to be facing each other. Okay. No, that's fine. Look at that. It was Skybridge, guys. That's kind of awesome. I like that. I'm okay with that. So are people actually using it? They are. Wait a minute. What the hell? Do they just have to stand there and it moves them? Oh, it does. That is all sorts of cool. All right. We actually have a Skybridge. That's awesome. Okay. I want to build on top of this a little more. I would like to build possibly a park level. That could be useful. Increases high wealth land value. I think that could be good. A safety level is a bit expensive, but it converts drones into law drones, fire drones, or medi drones. I actually like that idea. I think that could be useful. Let's also have a look at this tower and see what we can do. Because we get one more level and then we put the crown on it. So a safety level, I don't think I'm interested in for this. A park level could be kind of cool. Really don't need another one of those. We could do some medium tech offices. Or a mole. We could definitely do a mole level. Let's see. Let's just do a park level. No, I don't know. What is it? Increases medium wealth land value. No, we're gonna increase high wealth land value with the park and the other tower. So let's just do a medium tech office level. So that can be done and dusted. As for the rest of the city, I mean, we are making money at the moment, which is really surprising. In terms of processors, we have a few, so I'm assuming there are none in there for export, which is interesting. Either we've done that recently, or there's about to be 1,000 processors in there for export, or I guess the factory was probably a bit slow because we didn't have that much in the way of plastics for a while, but the processors are getting there. We are making a lot of them, and quickly, which is amazing. The recycling factory, it would be nice to add another collection truck. Yeah, let's get another collection truck. We can't get any more lines, which is unfortunate, but that's all right. Not too worried about that. Let's have a look then. So this is now functioning, which is pretty cool. Ready to respond. It has 10 drones, and this level is in need of more workers. So this level might end up not being all that useful, which is great. But what we can do is we can go to crowns and we can put a solar... We can put some solar panels up there. Advertising will boost profit from mall and office levels. And a park will let residents enjoy the views. And also boosts resident satisfaction per park. So basically the entire region will have more efficient and effective parks. The billboards one is kind of tempting though, just because of how bright it looks and how silly it can be. The regional bonus is that mall and office level profits within mega towers with advertising crowns and additional... What? Boost mall and office level profits within mega towers with advertising crowns with additional crowns. Oh, so it just... The boost actually stacks with the more of these you have. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. And then the power ones actually boost the output based on the number of those you have. And then this one's the same. Resident satisfaction per park crown visit. Okay, that's the regional bonus. I'm gonna go with the advertising one. It's kind of silly, so we're gonna go with it. We are still doing okay for money. In terms of processors, we are almost at 1,000 there. We are unfortunately out of plastic, but we do have 1,000 there, so that's fine by me. This event is just done. We have 500,000 simoleons, just under. That's all right. We do still have a few things turned off, unfortunately. I will go around and turn those back on because we kind of need them. And being a few thousand simoleons in debt, at this point, I don't think is going to be too much of an issue. So let's turn you back on. Let's just make sure everything is switched on again. You are functioning. You need to be switched on again. The little public library I have somewhere was switched off, even though it was only 100 simoleons per hour. You are abandoned, I think, yeah. So you can go away. Let's see, what else have we got around here? We switched you off as well, so you can be turned back on. This park was switched off. This is not a park. Kind of looks like one, but okay. That's misleading. The parks around City Hall were also switched off. Oh, it was such a dark time for the city. It was such a dark time. We aren't doing great in terms of money, in terms of earnings, but when you look at exports, I'd say we're doing fine for ourselves. So we'll schedule an event there. We have more processors being made, so those will be getting exported soon. And with an event coming up and with the processors going out, I'd say we're doing all right. Now let's go ahead and spend some money on the Mega Tower. Let's get ourselves... I'm going to go for that park level, although I kind of wanted the park level to be a little bit higher up. But I think I'll go for the park level, and then maybe an education level, and then whatever we can put as the crown up there. Now we had 160 medium wealth sims attend a house of worship. We need to get 160 medium wealth sims attend a house of worship within a day. That's going to be a bit tricky. Also, the amount of traffic in here is ridiculous, but that's all right. Not too worried about that. This construction's going ahead. It is 60% done. There we go. Let's have a look at you then. That thing looks amazing. Look at that view. Beautiful. Also, the bridge goes up a little bit. I only just noticed that. This one is slightly higher. It would have looked a lot cooler, let's be honest, if I had the other mega tower like over here, like my original plan was, but that's fine. We can come back to Mackenzie Point when we're absolutely loaded, and we'll do that at that point. Let's build the construction, not the construction level, the construction level. Let's build that education level. Then we'll put the crown on here, and then I think we'll call it a day for today. So let's bulldoze you, and I don't understand this low land value thing. They are right next to the fanciest and best mega tower ever. And it is about to have something that will increase the land value quite a bit, so they really did lose out on some prime land there. But that's their fault, not mine. That is completely their fault. So this has got to be done, right? Yeah, there it is. Beautiful. Let's get ourselves a crown. So hologram advertising or the park. I'm gonna go hologram advertising just because it looks a bit better than the park does up there. So we'll get that in. Money is still okay. No processors to go out at the moment, but none in there either. So I'm assuming they're being delivered to here. Maybe not. Maybe they went to there, which probably would make sense. But I definitely think it's fair to say that we're doing all right now. We had our mistake, you know. Obviously, I shouldn't have closed City Hall. That was really dumb. Are they on the roof? Yes, they are. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Huh. All right. How's this going? Slow because there's no plastic. That's fine. This thing is making some. So that's all right. Let's have a look at you. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. And what's more is we're going to be able to see those from every other city because of how ridiculously tall they actually are. But I'm okay with this. I am completely okay with this. We have made it work. It is a... It shouldn't. Mackenzie Point shouldn't work. It's a dysfunctional mess of a city. But I like it. I do. So, with that, ladies and gents, I am going to leave it there for today. So, thank you kind of for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!